ate.
Contact Pressman. Kumusta naman guys? Ano mga pinagkakaabalahan? How are you feeling today?
I've just been really busy with Bagets and ayun po, just also gigs. I've been doing out of town shows din. And
Where? Saan ka pumunta?
I just went to Balear Aurora. I just had serenading some candidates lang for their ano.
Pag kailan ba nakakaikot ka sa Baler? Or talagang work lang?
Sometimes, but most of the time it's just work. Like last time, just work lang. But I get to at least enjoy where we're staying lang naman.
Okay, so theater work, tsaka serenading work. So that's guessing,
Guessing, yeah.
Beauty pageant?
Yeah, beauty pageant.
Okay. How about you, Sheena?
Ako po, na-busy na po ako sa Spring Awakening. And parang on our second week na po kami. We're on our third week na. So, I can't wait for people to watch. And baka naman, makanood kayo, mga kapamilya. But also, I've been busy then with Showtime Online U and school.
School! Okay, ano nang inaaral mo ngayon?
Actually, tumigil kasi ako. So, back to grade 11 ako ngayon.
Oh, so 2 more years to graduate from high
From
school.
senior high.
Senior high. Oh, but that's good ah. Of course, it's always good to go back to school. Support
Yes.
namin yan. Nakaka-proud naman. You're doing everything.
Yes, at once.
Sasabay mo ah.
Kinakaya pa naman po ate.
Yes. Dahil banggit mo ngayon Spring Awakening na banggit mo yung Bagets. Mamaya, we'll delve more into that. But right now, Vino, ikaw, ano naman pinagkakaabalahan mo?
Spring Awakening 2!
Yes!
Magkasama sa Spring Awakening 2. Yeah, and on the weekdays, I'm just taking more dance lessons. Hindi ko alam kung relevant information yun to share.
Nag-breakdance po
May
yun.
you know bakit ka nagda-dance lessons?
I'm just enjoying it more. Kasi choreo heavy yung Spring Awakening. So, I hope people get to see what we're cooking up there.
So, pang-hone pa ng craft, ganon.
For fun.
For fun din.
Oo.
Oh, nice! Okay. No, nakita namin yung sa VTR nyo nga, diba? Tapos yung mga reactions nyo. Kamusta yung feeling na nakita nyo yung journey nyo dun sa maliit na video na yun? Parang ang dami yung pinagdaanan na yung mga baby. May mga comments
Mga
kayo na,
baby
"Ay,
But just seeing yung clips again, parang it's only been 4 years, pero parang sobrang nostalgic. Ang dami din kasi nangyari, like with projects sa buhay. I've also recently just got back into college again.
College din? Anong
Yeah.
course?
Multimedia. Multimedia.
wow.
Second year ako. And parang inisip ko lang, wow, so much has happened and like I really changed throughout the years. And I think for the better naman.
Why did you take up multimedia? Of course, it's very connected to what you're doing now. But do you plan on, kasi yung ibang actors, di ba, nagiging director na rin,
Yeah.
nagiging producer na rin, may
Actually-
plano ka ba yung bang ganun?
Ayun, I've always said this din. Parang when I'm kind of done with yung being on camera, I want to be like behind the scenes camera. Like I want to be a director or music. It could be in music or like kahit film. Okay ako kahit saan.
May mga nag-influence ba sa'yo para tahakin yung path na yan?
Wala naman. I just parang na-appreciate ko lang siya. Like, when I work in teleseries or when I work in shows, I really appreciate the people who are doing the production. And, syempre, yung mga co-actors ko, like, they're working really hard. But I do believe na yung mga people behind the camera, they're also working just as hard as us.
Or even harder, much
Even
harder.
harder.
Dahil magaan yung
Yeah,
trabaho.
kasi we do like, kunwari, just, we do some scenes and then we have a bit of a break. Pero sila, halos wala silang break.
And sila yung first in, last out.
First in, last out.
Oo. So nice. Respect sa ating mga production staff, sa ating mga cameramen, sa ating mga, of course, friends from the media rin. Iba rin yung, yung battle nila. Oo. So again, thank you po sa pag-join sa atin. Now, of course, I have questions for you guys. So, simulan na natin. I-open na natin ang floor sa questions from the media. And of course, yung mga questions din mula sa ating online viewers. You are free to ask them because this is live. We can read out your comments and questions. But let's start first with this question from Ariana Cida Guzman of Push ABS-CBN. This is for Kate.
Yes.
You recently returned to the theater stage with Bagets the Musical. Palakpakan mo, yes.
Thank you.
Congrats. What lessons did you learn from this experience, and how do you see the differences between performing live on stage versus in front of the camera?
Well, I'll answer yung performing live on stage and performing in front of the camera. There's no take two. So whatever mistake you make, just roll with it na lang. Or yung sinasabi ko lagi sa sarili ko, if you're panicking, only do it on the inside. Pero it comes with the job din talaga. Kasi when you do live, parang lalo na silang dalawa, they know this to a T. You really have to know your material. You really have to know your part. It's a kind of discipline that you must take with you, and it translates din eh. It translates din to when you do like film work or you do TV stuff.
Yeah. So, syempre curious kami, nagkamali na ba kayo ever sa mga live?
Oh my God, yes.
Ilang
Yes.
beses na po. At paano nyo naitawid? Anong ginagawa
Wala
niyo?
kailangan siya ituloy. Parang dahil kapag clear naman kasi sa'yo yung baseline mo sa character mo, alam mo kung saan papunta. Kahit nagkamali ka, at least alam mo yung character mo, alam yung storya, alam mo mag-adlib, kumbaga. So, mas easier yung flow at matatapos yung show. So, ganun.
So, isa yun sa mga technique, i-adlib mo na lang hanggang makabalik ka dun sa tamang dance. Ganon.
Yeah.
Same lang din sa hosting. Ganon din, guys. Adlib-adlib mo na
For
hanggang
example,
makabalik.
kung kunwari, may makalimutan kang prop on stage.
Ay, yun.
Props,
Oh,
nakakalimutan.
yes. So, example, wala akong mic. Gaganto na lang ako, tapos lalaksa ko na lang boses ko.
Ano yan?
Mic! Kasi wala akong mic! Ano, hawak ko na ganito.
Makinig. Ano na lang.
Yes, parang tiwala na lang siya na nakikinig yung audience mo.
Nangyayari yun.
Kasi magical, yun yung magic ng theater. Any mistake is better than a perfect show,
Yeah.
honestly. Kasi parang, okay ka to watch that show kung saan may nangyari.
Actually,
Ay, mistake.
one example of this, last night, I did bagets kasi I'm a scene, parang nagkikitara lang ako.
Okay.
One of the strings broke. Pero hindi naman siya, hindi siya rinig na gitara, but it's like a prop lang na parang kunwari tumutugtog ako. Pero it broke in front of me. Like yung string.
Tumama sa'yo?
Yeah, tumama sa cheek ko. That's why ABC like is red.
May problem na.
May problema ko. So, ayun lang. When you just go with it, parang i-acting mo na lang.
Like it's part of the scene.
Part of the scene.
Interesting. Yan yung mga, that's what you pay for also sa theater eh. Parang kasi malalaman mo ano yung mangyayari kasi nga live.
And yung conversation after na, uy, alam mo ba, may nangyari kanina sa show. So it opens up conversation.
Yeah.
Tapos may mga mapo-FOMO na, ay, walang nangyaring ganyan nung nanood ako.
As opposed to kapag movies, you see the same thing all the time. Unless kung may maingay kang katabi. Pero kapag sa theater, pwedeng maiba-iba yung experience.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Napunta naman tayo sa next question. Ay, hindi, ano pala? What lessons did you learn from this experience muna?
Discipline. Just discipline and your work ethic din. Parang just when you go to work, you have to make sure na you know everything. You know your parts and you know what you're supposed to be doing. Yan lang natin.
Alright, okay. Dito naman tayo sa next question. Still from Aliana C. de Guzman. For Sheena, playing Vendla Bergman in Spring Awakening, palakpakan, Spring Awakening,
Yeah!
requires a lot of emotional depth. Can you walk us through your preparation process? Do you write notes, practice in front of the mirror, or have any specific rituals or techniques to get into her character before going on stage? Sino ba kasi muna si Vendla Bergman?
Vendla Bergman is a young adolescent who's discovering her sexuality, her identity as a woman.
Okay.
So, isa siyang bata na discover niya na, ay, nagbago na yung katawan niya. Ay, ganon. So, it started from there until she discovered what love is for her. Love, more on how she feels something about this world. So, parang ganon, discovering life in her lens na sobrang innocent, vulnerable. So,
Now, most people would say that this is a very daring role.
yes,
So,
it
can you
is.
tell us why? Ano ba yung pwedeng ma-expect ng mga tao when they see Spring Awakening? Specifically about your role?
Yes, my character is very intimate.
Intimate. Okay.
There's a lot of intimacy happening. So, kung anong maiisip yung intimacy sa mga movies, ganun din siya dun sa live stage.
So we want to know, kasi nga nakita ka namin from your face, sounds familiar kids. Tapos ganito ka ng role. Oo, paano ka nag-prepare for this? Ikaw ikaw, mentally, paano mag-prepare sarili mo?
It's more of dahil din, I'm really grateful for Sandbox Collective, the directors, the creatives, who really supported me all the way. Especially wala akong alternate dito. So every show, ako lagi yung nakasalang. And it's a different experience lagi, lalong-lalo na yung mga co-actors ko, na si Nacho Tambunting and Alex Diaz, who are my partners here in the musical. How I prepare, I entered the production knowing the material way ahead. So alam ko na kung ano yung gusto kong gawin na role. And I really did my research. We have dramaturgy people who came in for us, psychologists who helps us through mental health, what the kids are going through. Especially there's a topic in my character na sobrang delicate topic na hindi ko na naman i-push through kasi it's a relevant story to tell. So, grabe yung homework ko for this character. Not only the intimacy scenes, but of course, mentally and as a woman in this industry and as a woman here in the musical na sobrang nabugbog ng sakit. So, yun.
But you must be very proud because ito yung mga roles na gustong-gustong kunin ng artists, di ba? Ito yung mga naghahanap ng gusto ko yung mahirap, gusto ko yung talagang throw ako outside my comfort zone. Would you say this is that kind of role?
Yes, that is that type of role. Especially with the intimacy scenes. May ganon-ganon na si Sheena ngayon. Hindi na siya in the third perspective, parang ini-imagine ko, nakikita ko yung sarili ko while performing. Like, wow, I can do this pala. I never thought that I could go there noon, but now seeing it happening, and I'm pretty proud of what I did. And I really appreciate that a lot of people really appreciate Ventla through me. So thank you.
That's very brave.
Yeah, really brave.
That's true, very brave. Congratulations! And we're so proud of your growth dito sa iyong Star Magic family. We're so proud of you. Okay, now, punta naman tayo sa ating next question for Vino. You have worked in theater, TV, and musicals. Which medium challenges you the most and why? Pinaka-challenging.
Well, art forms that involve a screen are challenging for me because they're out of my comfort zone. Pero if we're talking artistic difficulty, I crave the theater. Parang yung live audience and yung work that goes into doing it, yung psychological excavation ng pagnisnis ng mga characters. Tapos iba yung feeling telling stories and then your audience is just right there and they can feel with you, they can breathe with you. It's difficult pero yun yung satisfying.
Other people would take that as it's more terrifying. Pero sa'yo, it's mas satisfying.
Mas terrifying for me yung screen stuff.
Ay, yung walang audience.
Oo.
Mas ayaw mo yun. Mas nakakatakot yun for you.
Somehow makikita mo kasi yung reactions ng tao pag live.
I agree with yung sinabi niya.
So parang it can really help pag nakikita namin yung audience namin if nasatisfy namin sila or hindi, or may kailangan ba kaming i-improve each scene. May ganong effect sa amin siguro.
Tapos minsan may encounter ka din na audience members na parang wapakels.
Yes.
Medyo nakaka-challenge siya na hindi ka makikinig.
It kind of pushes you to parang bring it out.
Oo, nakaka-motivate siya.
Oo, nakaka-motivate.
Interesting talaga siya na exchange of
Energies.
Oo.
Okay, kasi bilang audience member, minsan, iniisip namin yun eh, ay, kita kaya nila yung mukha namin. Para may pakialam pa sila sa amin. So, safe to say, kita niyo pala kami.
In the theater would say, hindi mo na sila kita kasi malakas yung ilaw.
Ilaw,
Pero eventually, masasanay, kung
Yeah.
on stage na masasanay rin yung mata mo.
Yes.
Makikita ko kasi yung film.
Oh.
Minsan, ang sarap na ng pagtripan eh. Tututo ka lang sa kanila, tapos akala mo, ay, ako ba yung kausap niya?
Oo nga, may ganun minsan. So, sinasadya niyo pala yun, ha?
Yes, yes.
Minsan kayo namin, sadya pala yun.
Yeah, if there are loved ones there, makikita mo, parang you'll sasadyain mo yung black.
Oh, okay. Pero huwag kayong ganyan kasi baka pagtrapan din kayo. Baka,
Hindi naman.
may parang kung nag-try na i-distract kayo, yung gano'n. May distracting bang audience
Yeah.
members? Yes! Ano ginagawa nila?
There's this one time, I think, hindi ko na, the show in One More Chance. May nag-laptop during show. May nag-laptop during show and full brightness pa yung yung laptop niya. Sabi talaga namin, ganun.
Nandun ka nun?
Nandun po ako
your show
noon. It
noon.
was my show that time. Sabi ko, nakakalawa naman pag ginawang copy yung theater. Sabi ko, I mean, I understand maybe you're working and all that, but not in the theater. You're meant to watch the show.
Baka nandanotes siya sa...
Alam mo eh. Tsaka, kung may hindi talaga may iwasang urgent na email, yung brightness mo naman, ibaba mo, di ba?
Or at least like step out man
Step
lang.
out of the theater. It's just to show respect to the performers on stage.
Yeah.
And
So,
also respect to the audience who are watching.
alam mo, nag-viral yan. Alam mo ba yun? Yung laptop sa theater. Nakita mo ba kung sino?
On stage, kitang-kita kasi siya.
Yes.
So, nakaka-distract talaga.
Yes. But we have to keep the show going.
There was also one time nung tabing ilog, sa very front row.
Yeah.
Di ba parang we're doing a scene. Tapos biglang may nakita akong nakaganto siya. Tapos hawak niya yung phone niya. Tapos parang makikita ko lang siya sa preview. Nag-record ba yun?
Yeah.
So, tatapusin lang namin yung scene. Tapos paglabas, parang, hello, stage manager, may video doon, baka pwedeng mag-relay yun.
Dun sa mga hindi po nakakapanood pa sa theater, bawal kasi, hindi siya parang concert na, video to the max pwede. Ito, bawal. There are just certain portions na pwede. Pero the whole thing, almost the whole thing, bawal i-record.
Usually sa curtain call lang pwedeng ilabas yung phones and take videos. And there are protocols before the show starts.
Paulit-ulit sinasabi
Yes.
mo. Paulit-ulit.
Yes.
Okay. So yun din. Pati yun pala, napapansin nila. Yung nakaganon lang.
Yes.
Bakit nakita niyo pala talaga kami? Hindi kasi I'm sure yung mga audience members, yun din yung wino-wonder. Akala kasi namin may sarili kayong mundo eh. Ganon. So aware din pala kami. Okay, thank you for that. Now let's go to our next question. Still from the same media friend, Aliana City Guzman of Push ABS-CBN. For KD,
Yes.
having worked closely with Alexa on both acting and music projects, what's an important lesson or piece of advice she taught you that you still carry with you today as an artist and singer?
This applies more sa TV not really sa I mean, it could apply to other things, but this applies to TV more. Kasi may mga kante, namnamin mo yung eksena, just feel it. Kasi minsan, just feel it more. Kasi I remember before I used to rush my lines talaga. Like, I would really rush it. I would say a line before I even felt the emotion needed to be felt. Or whatever. Yeah, whatever. Sabi niya lang, just feel it. Don't rush your lines. Just try to keep yourself in that moment lang before you actually say pagbitaw ng linya. Kasi super important yan. Sorry, naging workshop bigla.
And I'm sure marami na mga interesado sa kung ano ba yung process nyo, ano ba yung mga nagiging
Yes,
challenges
yes.
nyo, problems nyo. So yun din pala yung pagnamnam ng eksena. Minsan may struggle din doon.
This is during Pira-Pira sa Paraiso. Sabi nila sa akin. Kasi medyo nirush ko eh.
Okay, and now you carry that with you.
I carry it with me.
Okay, for Sheena, medyo ganun din. You've grown so much as a singer, actress, and total performer over the years. What has been the biggest lesson you've learned so far in your career?
Wow. To discover. It's really nice when you enter a new art form. You get to discover what's the process, paano siya ginawa, yung pag-aaral ng script, and knowing your whys during scenes, the lines, kung bakit mo siya ginagawa, bakit nangyayari yung scene na to. And every time when, more sa theater kasi ilang ulit mo yung gagawin yung show. So there's really a possibility na magiging autopilot yung gagawin mo. Ayaw mo yun. Ayaw ko yun. Especially you want to deliver a good performance to your audience. So to discover new things on stage, kahit isang kahit isang idea lang yan, it changes everything. So yun, discover, discipline, and of course consistency on what you're doing. So,
Discover, discipline, consistency. I like it. Okay. And kay Vino, naiba naman. Naiba. Hindi na siya lesson. Oo. For Vino, dream project. What is your dream project in any medium and why?
I have a castmate in Spring Awakening, si Angelo. He's from Singapore. And then there's a project he brought up with me. It's a book. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to disclose it, but he wants to turn it into a theater adaptation. And I've read the book. I think a lot of us get to read the book in grade school or in high school. And umiyak ako actually at the thought na parang asking, can I do this? I can fly to Singapore, or if you want to do it here. Siguro parang magbigay ako ng isa pang example na pwedeng maintindihan mga Dear Evan Hansen would be fun. Yeah. Kasi I can't disclose yung isa. So,
Pero exciting.
if I'm gonna give an answer,
Exciting.
mamaya pag-usapan natin.
ikas mo kami dyan.
Medyo naging blind item yung slide. Pero abangan namin yan. Sana matuloy, no?
Sana
Yes. Okay,
Nice.
thank you. Okay, now for our next question. It's gonna come from our friend from the media over here na nandito talaga mismo sa Coffee Project. Palapakan po natin. Entertainment Editor of Bulgar, Ms. Janice Lavida. Nakaka-heels today.
Ayan, my question is for KD.
Yes, ma'am.
KD, kasi matagal-tagal na rin kayong hindi nagkakasama ni Alexa sa isang project.
Yeah.
Wala bang project for the both of you soon na magkasama kayo?
I'm hoping. Depends kasi. Like, there are times kasi like yung mga love teams, they're not really working together anymore. And that's not because we don't want to work with each other. It's just sadyang times change lang talaga. And other things come our ways din. So, I'm hoping this year maka-work ko siya ulit. But, I'm okay with just working with myself muna. And she can do her own thing. Kasi happy naman kami. Like, what's important is naman na kaming dalawa, we're like super okay kami. Like, super close kami. But, wala eh. Life happens eh. And work happens.
So, kumusta kayo? Do you still communicate even na hindi kayo magkasama sa isang project?
Yes na ate.
Oo, kasi parang recently, di ba, may sinagot ka yata ng isang basher na hindi ka doon sa isang upcoming star.
Yeah. Kasi the thing is, she's my classmate lang. The story there is, nag-livestream siya. Tapos nag-livestream siya, nag-rehearsal kami. Tapos tinutok niya lang sa akin yung camera. Kasi we're all magkakasama naman kaming lahat eh. Then, yan lang. Screenshot lang yung And then I just answered to the person na took that into offense. Sabi ko lang, wala. She just pointed the camera lang at me. What's the issue there? So, and then, with that single screenshot, gagawa ng ibang tao ang complete narrative. Meron silang 5 pages ng 5 pages ng story na, yeah, they make an essay on why I'm a bad person, ganyan, why I'm, ganyan. But like, for me lang naman, just before you speak, isip ka muna.
So, na-offend ka sa mga ganong syempre fake news.
Yeah, of course. Kasi, of course, it's nakaka-offend like bilang artist. Kasi, for me, you're creating something that basically from nothing. Ano kasi Diyos? You're making stories about people who you barely know about, who you don't know their lives, and then the moment na you see something that doesn't favor you, you create something just to make fuzz lang on the internet. So for me, I just wanted to shut that person down now.
And kanina, Miggy, na-mention mo na you have a dream to become a director.
Yeah.
Oo.
Yeah.
Since actor ka din, sino yung sa mga actor-director natin yung nag-i-inspire sa'yo?
Nag-i-inspire sa akin. Mostly Hollywood eh. I think si Matthew McConaughey, nag-direct siya once. Pero yan lang naman. Siya yung idol ko eh.
Sa local, wala pa.
Wala pa naman. Kasi direct ko ako. Direct ko ako. Yes.
And to Sheena and Vino, ayan. Mostly kasi theater, yung mga theater plays yung ginagawa niyo. Pero may nagawa na rin kayo mga TV shows, right? So, sino sa mga naka-work niyong mga A-listers siguro, ang yung na-starstruck kayo or yung parang impression niyo na iba yung pagkakilala niyo, iba yung impression niyo sa kanya nung hindi niyo pa nakakilala, na nabago nung naka-work niyo sila?
Sa akin is Miss Menchu Yulo. So, she's one of the veterans in theater, but she also do films. And when I first worked with her in Spring Awakening, I was really intimidated by her kasi she has that aura, that very teacher. Nasabi ko, legend kasi siya. Theater legend kasi siya. And the teacher, I thought na she's that type na hindi mo talaga malalapitan kasi she's very intimidating. But when I get to know her, she's the best teacher that we ever had during Spring Awakening, and she really helped us during our time when we did script analysis with the topic of Spring Awakening kasi medyo heavy siya. And to us, we have to showcase that depth of the story. So through her we get to share the story right now. So
Ako for me, si Miss Yula Valdez po. Parang I did a series, Huwag Kang Mangamba ata. And then parang we had a lot of scenes together na parang a lot of people on screen. So I didn't get to interact much with her. And then last year, around Holy Week, we did a musical jam session of Jesus Christ Superstar. And then Miss Yun was there. She was Simon, one of the apostles of Jesus. Sobrang saya pala niyang kasama, as in laugh trip, tas high energy. It's so interesting to see people succeed on the big screen, and yet when you get to work with them, they're so full of life and energy. Yeah, so,
Ano siya ina-address? Tita? Kasi may mga alum na ayaw magpatawag ng tita.
Ate, Miss.
Miss Yula.
Miss.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
ma'am.
you. Galang-galang na Miss Janice na video. Papa-visa interview. Thank you po. And now let's have Mr. Adam Policarpio from the Philippine Daily Inquirer. Kada media friend natin, papalakuhan natin.
Of course.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, so yung parang Spring Awakening and of course it's parang baby case of youth or problems of youth, pero magkaibang era, magkaibang session.
Super magkaiba.
So, ano yung mga bagay na na-pick up nyo or natutunan nyo that you think parang young people today still parang struggle with or that resonates with today's youth?
Their identities. Kasi ang daming, maybe because of how the society is telling you na you should be this and you should be that. I mean, parang tama na tayo dun. Let kids be who they really are and try to express themselves through any form of art form or sa anong passion nila sa buhay. I mean, we're
we're just living life to its fullest potential. So let us live with no negative energies. Just let them be kids. Let us be teenagers. Let us be adults. Let's just live life. Yun.
I think yung sa bagets naman, since we're yung 5 male leads, it's all male. So it tackles the concept of masculinity. Lalo na nung 80s, parang you have to do this to be macho, you have to do this para maging totoong lalaki ka. But the real lesson is taking responsibility of your actions and taking accountability and standing up for what is right. Yan talaga pagiging quote-unquote lalaki. Like a real man.
For me, something interesting is yung Spring Awakening is set in the 1890s. Pero what I would say mirrors today is yung frustration with authority. Yung sa 1890s kasi dun sa play may corporal punishment. Happy to say now wala na atang ganun sa schools. So that would be a good thing. Pero siguro it's the lack of real information of really knowing what's happening for the youth that was frustrating then, that is still frustrating now. So yun.
And parang yung theater scene ngayon is very much thriving, and do you feel like it's a great time to be a young theater actor in this time?
Okay. Sorry, I had a conversation recently na pinag-uusapan namin na theater actors live very interesting lives because they're living in the future, in the sense na nasa third world country tayo na hindi madali maging musical theater actor. And yet we're here, we're imagining these colorful lives, or playing these colorful lives on stage. So that's very interesting for me. I think timely naman right now na nagbo-boom yung theater. Kasi ang daming talent dito. Diyos ko.
Yeah, and right now, theater is very brave. We get to talk about topics na taboo pa before, and now being able to like represent those characters and to be able to share those stories to everyone, and for audiences that can relate to it. I mean, being instruments of the stage is a gift, and we honor that so much.
Yeah, I agree.
Last thing lang, just going back to theater etiquette a while ago, are you very strict with that, or maybe also because may mga bagong nanonood ngayon natin, hindi pa rin masyadong sanay sa
Yeah, for me, yung po sa akin, theater etiquette, especially when, it's not only respect sa amin as actors, but also respect sa mga nanonood din, who paid to watch it. Not just for fun, but to learn something from it, to experience the whole thing. So, siguro yun yung pinaka-reason kung bakit we should follow the theater etiquette.
For me naman, it's more like, it's something you experience na wala mo lang sa just experience it. Experience something live na. Like, experience these people who work hard for months on end, day and night. Yung work nila, just like watch their work, just appreciate it, keep it in your memory. I mean, you can take pictures of syempre sa mga curtain call, pero for like the whole story, just keep yourself immersed na lang. Yung acting.
But I'm very happy that more and more people are watching theater now. Parang theater etiquette is a new thing that they're learning. But if you're watching this, please continue watching theater. If you've never watched theater before, watch Bagets the Musical, watch Spring Awakening. Watch Spring Awakening, watch Bagets the Musical. Theater etiquette is something we can all learn. Parang as we continue, parang falling in love with theater as an art form. So really, I mean, I'm just happy more and more people are watching.
Yeah, and I just want to say, to those who want to laugh, who want to like clap, go ahead. Okay, mag-react.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you, Alan. So, I think marami nang pwede tayo pag-usapan dun kung sa theater etiquette mamaya. Balikan din natin yan. Yung mga do's and don'ts sa mga nanonood na hindi pa alam. But for now, let's hear from our friend. Palakpakan po natin, Mr. Richard Paglinawan from Lion Heart TV.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. Yung first question ko for me, kay Sheena. So, 19th century pa pala yung Spring Awakening na story. So, what do you think, what do you think today's young audiences will relate to the most in Spring Awakening?
Parang same.
Honestly, parang na-encompass ata ng Spring Awakening yung teenager experience. So I
The
think,
struggles of being an adolescent.
oh,
who's
any
figuring out life.
teenager who watches will be like, oh, I'm this character, I'm that character, I'm that character. I think that's also the beauty of Spring Awakening na, yun nga, you mentioned, it's 19th century and yet, if you watch now in 2026, parang, huh, that's me. May ganung,
Any particular parang story na parang sobrang still happening?
Still happening. Mental health. That's one. Mental health, how dealing about things that are taboo at that time, especially sex education. It was a really big thing at that time. So they were suppressed by the adults at that time kasi. So we never get to like explore at the time, discovering our bodies. It was really like, it's a big no-no. Na ngayon parang, it's now becoming a topic na hindi na siya nagiging taboo. Because we have a lot of information online, mas napadali yung understanding ng kabataan, especially with sex education. And I think the schools also have to like really indulge to it, unlike before in the story. So I think yun yung isa sa mga bagay na importanteng ma-share sa kabataan, yung sex education.
Add ka pag
ay, mukha ba ako may sige, queerness. One of the topics discussed in our play is queerness. May gay characters and it's treated with such care, and I know that a lot of youth that watch it will be like, alam mo.
That's also me. Parang ganun, diba?
Thanks, Vida and Sheena. So, for Katie naman,
Yes.
actually, dapat tatanong ko ito nung text ko. So, if Bagets represents youth and coming of age, what is Katie Estrada's current coming of age movie? You can share to us.
Coming of age movie. Like, moment. Okay. Moment. Siguro, madami. But honestly, going inside PBB, it's like medyo coming of age moment for me. Parang, like, wow, okay. Like, I finally got out of my shell. Kasi nung pandemic, super introverted ako and like, I kind of lost my social skills. Pero when I got into PBB, culture shock naman ako. Like, okay, these people are so close with one another. We just met on the first day. Like, close na sa isa't isa. Like, I can barely say like a full sentence. But, ayun, just being inside that house, parang it really made me grow up in a way and help myself mature for the better. Yun lang naman.
And speaking of Bagets, would you say theater pushes you outside your comfort zone more than screen acting?
It's two completely different things eh. I like to separate the two. I mean, syempre you can apply one thing to another, but for me it's very separate because TV is quite minimal, so I have to puro mukha like mo. Like hindi naman puro mukha, but it's mostly eyes and your micro expressions. But in theater, it's like your body, your whole voice, how you project yourself. I think. So, yun lang naman. Yun lang naman. It's super separate kasi to me eh. Like when I'm on, like I just did a project din on camera. Parang I kind of got myself out. Nag-d-roll ako agad from Arnel in Bagets the Musical. I immediately went into the character and put myself into position na, okay, cameras lang to. So, I mean not cameras lang, I mean cameras to. So I have to keep it minimal but keep it true pa rin. Something like that. I don't know how to to explain it. It's like something in my brain lang that just switches on and off.
Thanks, KD.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. And now we'd like to have our next friend from the media. Palakpakan po natin, entertainment editor of Manila Standard, Nikki Wang!
First of all, congratulations sa inyong mga projects right now.
Thank you.
Babalikan ko lang yung question ni Richard about yung question for Katie.
Yes.
Ano nang na-enjoy mo ngayon? Is it acting in front of the camera or acting on stage?
Well, since I did both this year, parang I love the cameras, I love film, but just this being on stage is super different. Parang after every show, I feel like I just opened. Parang kaka-opening ko lang. I still congratulate myself. I give myself a pat on the back for doing that. Kasi yung Bagets the musical, this is the most I've ever danced in my entire life. Parang yung last time ako nag-dance, parang 12 years old lang ako. Though 11 years, kasi I really was a dancer when I was in grade school, but I lost it throughout the years. Lumipat ako sa gitara. But when I got back into Bagets the musical, I got the role. Super na-shock yung katawan ko sa dami ng choreo. But parang unti-unti bumalik siya sa akin. Like, oh, dancer pala ako.
And how do you feel that a lot of people are raving about your performance in the musical?
Sakto lang. Sakto lang. But thank you so much sa mga taong like, I've been praising my performance. And yung performance din ng boys, ng mga mommies namin, yung ensemble namin. They're all super talented and I really do appreciate it and I feel the love. And actually, naiyak ako after yung opening night. Like, sabi ko, wow, nagawa ko to. Like, so we've been doing this every day and it's actually here. We get to bring it out to the people who have nostalgia trips with Bagets and people who are just being introduced to Bagets. Kasi it was a movie before. If you mga viewers didn't know, it was a movie before 1984. And yeah, super thank you. Super thankful and grateful ako sa production na to.
Thank you. And this question is for everyone. Kaya you mentioned that you can actually see the audience and the reaction.
Yes.
So it's like instant reaction from the audience. On that, I would like to ask, what kind of satisfaction do you get out of seeing the reaction of people real time sa performance? Let's start with you.
Sheena and I did Next to Normal last February. Iba namang klaseng musical yun na mabigat din. Feeling ko, para akong sinasaniba ng sobrang daming energy. Kasi after 30 minutes into the play, maririnig mo na sa buong audience, lahat humihigpit. Kasi it's a sad story. But it gives you power na people are listening, people are engaged here, they're listening to the story. All I have to do is finish the story.
Hindi ba nag-distract somehow?
Hindi, nakakadagdag siya ng lakas.
Yes.
Nakaka-inspire siya na paghusayan pa. Kasi parang hindi kami nasa theater para magpaiyak ng mga tao, nasa theater kami para magkwento. So kung ang effect nun ay naiiyak ng mga tao, ang effect nga nun ay ang ibig sabihin nun ay nakikinig sila, nagawa na namin yung job namin. Na magkwento.
Storytelling.
Not only that, not only crying, but of course, yung natatawa sila sa mga sinasabi namin, they're just smiling, and it's a nice journey with them. Pag nakikita namin sila na umiiyak, na parang, oh, you're part of this journey, you're part of this performance, you're actually part of this life story that we're telling you. This is your story also. And ano lang din sa puso na nagawa na namin yung trabaho namin. And maybe some people come out of the theater na walang silang napulot minsan. Let me share that. Pero yung mas importante sa amin yung ibang nanood na na-appreciate yung nagawa namin. And then they get to really be there and be present with us. So yeah.
Well, yeah, like actually what they said, I just wanna times 2. Times 2 ako dyan. But syempre yung mga audience, like yung audience, they're part of the show talaga. They're part of the show and like kahit ako like may extent ako nagagalit ako pero natatawa sila. So like I just nagagalit ako lalo. So no, di naman. I mean like in a way na parang I want to keep that energy from myself to keep the audience engaged.
Thank you. And last question from myself. What's the first musical you've seen? And can you share with us your experience seeing that production?
Oh my
Ay,
God.
ganda ng question. Oo nga.
Oh my God. Thank you for asking that question. Bumalik siya sa akin. This was in New York, Broadway.
Wow naman! First, hindi ka na New York. Sabi pinauna ko sila.
This is for work. For work to. Parang, this is for Beyond the Stars, Star Magic. Star Magic tour kami. New York kami. Tapos, Direk Lauren was pushing me and Alexa to watch Moulin Rouge. Pero parang we were hesitant. Hesitant kami. Pero hesitant kami. Yeah.
What year?
This is 2021. 2021. Si Derek Lee na yung Yeah. So, he pushed us to watch Moulin Rouge, pero me and Alexa medyo hesitant kami. And then, when we watched it, grabe, wow, ang ganda. Like, nahook kami. So, we wanted to watch more. Then we watched Wicked after. Then we watched Phantom of the Opera after. So, naadik na kami dalawa.
Ako wala sa buwan.
Parehas kami.
Parehas kami.
Pero magkaibang year.
Magkaibang year. Maybe because noong time 2024. 2024 ba? Or 2023?
They had a run in 2024 years.
Yeah. So that time, yun yung first musical ko. Nagtaka din ako, ay, ang first ko pala yun. Pero usually, kasi yung napapanood ko kasi musical po, yung mga nasa pro shop. So that was my first live experience. Sabi ko, nang pawawa ko from the set, from the cast, Mike Salomon, Gab Pangilinan pa yung stars at that time. And I'm just in awe about local artists, local theater artists, mga legends on stage na parang gusto ko yung ginagawa nila. Sige nga, itry natin. Nandito na po. Yun.
Ako mula sa buwan din, pero 2016 ata, 8 years before you watched yung kay Nico Manalo. Oh my God.
Legend.
My God, napanood ko yun parang okay, magte-theater ako.
Pero grabe no, like, just having that moment, parang it inspired us to do this what we're doing right now. Grabe.
And knowing their hard work behind the scenes. Every day ka nagre-rehearse just to perfect everything and to do it multiple times every weekend. So doon kami napapabilib sa craft nila.
I love you, kay Nico.
Love you,
So thank you very much about your future projects.
Thank you! And now let's have Salve Asis, Entertainment